What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map. And I can't get enough of this rewind. Oh, man. I'm doing a lot better, guys. There used to be a time where I would start a project and then abandon my boy. But, you know, today, or this week, I should say, we are putting in some rewind work. I know the Haze Tower needs a lot of love, but I just want to do a lot of the rewind. So I'm not going to get much building done for you today. I just want to show you some updates to the rewind and maybe talk a little bit about a comment of the week. You know, it's Friday. So first thing I did, I took a suggestion from Whisker. He said make the arrows bigger, the rewind arrows. So that's what I did. Very nice. Rewind arrows bigger. So they look more like arrows, I guess. I don't know. Now, anytime you make something in Minecraft, the bigger you make it, the more detailed it can become. The more clear it is what it is, the bigger you make it. So yeah, we made it a little bigger. Thank you, Whiskum, for your suggestion. All right, I worked a lot of bit on the interior, guys. First thing you're gonna notice is when we come in here, we have a little. First of all, never mind the lighting glitches. Those will all be solved in the future. We're gonna have a lot of lighting glitches in here because I don't know why. You know, light sort of comes through half slabs, but it really doesn't. So you know, this is a glitch that's been in Minecraft since day one. They never even thought to fix it. I don't know if they can fix it. If they could have fixed it, they would have, I feel like. So no, lighting glitches all over the place, but just turn a blind eye, ignore the bugs, okay, guys, because they will be gone once I put another level on top of this first floor. All right, first thing you'll notice is a fountain. Right, they got a water fountain going in here. It's pretty tall actually. Do I have room to make it taller? I mean, I suppose I could. Make it this roof a little bit bigger. I might do that in the future. Make this lobby a little bit bigger. I think I should do that, actually. Yeah, because I don't know. It's kind of like it's like right against the ceiling here. Okay, anyway, we got a fountain going, and yeah, it's a nice little welcoming into the nightclub. We got a fountain. Hopefully, the patrons don't drown in there. You know, it gets really rowdy in this nightclub. It's 80s, guys. All right, so we got this going on. I did a little more work, a lot of couches here and plants and all that. I did some work in here. Again, never mind the lighting glitches. Oh, they're so annoying. But I furnished this place up. I put a lot of couches for people to sit. You know, when they're tired of dancing, they can come for a seat. I'm going to stay off the juice just to show you what it really feels like when it's the apocalypse. You know what I mean? We got a little stage here. Of course, you can get on the stage from over here, of course. Right? They got keyboards. Take on me. Do, do, do. You know, a lot of electronic music. The 80s is when, like, you know, electronic music really started. They got a hold of some Casios and they never looked back. Okay, so this is the dance floor. I might make a, you know, when we apocalypse this place, I'm gonna rough this place up. We have spilled drinks everywhere. You know, the apocalypse came at nighttime, so this club was probably popping when the monsters started coming in. So probably a lot of dead bodies in here, I would think. This is ground zero. All right, so what else we got here? We got a bar. And it's your pretty standard bar. For some reason, I've found myself building bar after bar after bar on this map. There's like 90 different bars on this map. Got the kegs here. I know it's kind of it's cramped in here, but oh well, what can you do? You know, I feel like we need something here. I feel like something should go there. I don't know what, but something. I don't know why my voice is doing this. What is it? Is I can't really help it. All right, so something goes there. Got some bottles full of ice, whatever. All right, so that's one side. Over here, you remember this staircase from yesterday, I believe it was, and more to do on this. Actually, I thought it was done, but I gotta fix this. I don't know what I should put down here. Maybe some more couches. We're actually gonna push this wall back, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And then over here we got another side. This is the blue side. Okay, the other side was the pink and the purple. This is the blue. And, you know, this is it's got a different vibe to it. The colors make you think of a different thing, make you think different feelings. Of course, we also have the dance floor. The stage is a little bit different. They got keyboards, though. Everyone's got the keyboards. Take on me. And we got the mic stand. I might knock that over when we apocalypse, all that. You know, pretty much, it's not identical, but it's pretty similar to the other side. The bar, of course, over here. Right? Again, it's cramped. Again, we got some kegs. We got all the standard things you'll find in the bar, the cash registers, all that, all them things. Yeah, so it came out pretty well. Let me get on the juice just so you can see a little bit better what we're going for here. There we go. I like the juice. Yeah, so that's more like it. If you have night vision, that's what it's gonna look like. I don't know. I think we're gonna keep this place pretty dark. You know, I talked about light holes earlier this week, But light holes are not something we're going to invest in this place. Because it's a nightclub. You don't expect there to be light in a nightclub. It's going to be very dark. There's no windows. So, you know, you can't see the debauchery from outside. Okay? Alright, so let's get into a little bit of what I wanted to do today. Was I gotta fix this staircase. I quickly realized that I ran out of space. Right? I ran out of space. So I'm gonna push this wall back. Now this is gonna go outside the parameters of a 360 size map, but we've already expanded the borders, so it's alright. We could do it. We could do it. So that's what I'm gonna work on today. While I work on this, I want to remind you all that it's Friday. Oh, who doesn't love Fridays? It's Friday. A lot of you are, you know, starting off school, and I'm sure Fridays take on extra meaning for you guys. You love Fridays. But today's Friday, and what we do on this Desolation map is every Friday we get into Comment of the Week. Alright, today's comment comes to us from Sid Mosdale. Thank you, Sid, for your comment. He says, I love the community you have, Bean. Everyone helps each other out. Yesterday I commented on Dan Lax's Biome Builds video saying for next video he should do a treehouse village. And consequently I got a lot of comments saying I'm unoriginal and I copied Brian. Whiscom stuck up for me earlier defending me saying that using those people's logic, then so did Dan Lax and other YouTubers. I love this community. Oh, thank you, Sid, for that comment. Now, the first thing I noticed, or the first thing I thought when I read this comment was, wow, there's a lot of things I can talk about for this. A lot of things. Where to even begin? Let's say, okay, the first thing I'm going to say is I didn't know who Grian was. I have never heard of no Grian. So I looked him up, as I do, and, oh no, that's just going to, that's all right. I looked up Grian, and I couldn't believe it. This guy has like less than 200 videos, and he's got well over 1 million subscribers. Like, what? What is he doing? I've got 600 something videos, and I have 2,000. Like, what am I doing wrong? That's my first thing that I thought. Is like, holy cow. So I watched his videos, and it was pretty standard. I mean, they weren't like interesting, but it wasn't terrible. That is until he said the word inventory. He literally said inventory. And I was like, at first I was like, what is he trying to say? What's an inventory? But then I realized he was trying to say inventory. That's it. That is where I draw the line. That was, as far as I'm concerned, he is dead to me. I never want to see this guy again. Inventory? Look, guys, I'm all for, you know, having differences in culture, and even people have differences. You want to be different, that's cool, and I accept differences more than anybody. You know, I accept people for their nuances and their intricacies, but when it comes to that level of bastardization of the English language, that is where I draw the line. I love language. I went to college to study English, so I love language. But to see my beloved language bastardized in such a way, I had to turn it off. I just turned it off right then and there. I'm never going to watch Grian ever again. Inventory? Oh my goodness. Did someone hit him in the head with a hammer when he was a child or something? Man, so yeah, that's the first thing I want to say is Grian can I don't know how he got those 1 million subs, but there's probably a million other people who say inventory. And if you say inventory, then you need to, you know, take a long, hard look at yourself and maybe reevaluate your life. Look in the mirror and just ask yourself, where did I go wrong? You know what I mean? Inventory, I can't get over it. Like that's kind of, to be honest, like kind of wounded me to hear that word. I didn't even know that word existed. Like, that's something that people say. Holy cow. Anyway, I digress. I've definitely digressed. So, what I wanted to address about Sid Mosdale's comment is that, first of all, Sid, I mean, there's so many things I want to say about it. Where to begin? Yes, we have a great community. We have one of the best communities. This community is, you know, one of those communities that's open to sharing, open to accepting others people's differences as long as they don't use the word inventory. And that's why we're awesome. You guys are seriously, like, As far as YouTube comment sections goes, I have never seen a better one in Minecraft. You guys rock it in the comment sections. There's not a lot of you, okay? But, you know, I'll take one of you over 1,000 of, what's his face, Inventory's subscribers. I'll take one of you over 1,000 of them. Oh, man, don't you ever say the word Inventory to me. If you're in the party with me, I will excommunicate you. Yeah, so yes, Sid, we have a fantastic community, and I wouldn't trade you guys in for anything. So I echo those statements 100%. Let me get rid of one more of these things here. There we go. But as far as... Okay, so you left a comment on Dan's video saying you should build a treehouse, and people said that's unoriginal. Wow, I can't believe it. Considering like a lot of my subscribers, you know, also subscribe to Dan. So the fact, I mean, it's really bad, I think, for any of us to just group a whole like section of people. I don't think that's fair to any of Dan's subscribers, and it's not fair to, you know, just because one person says a stupid statement, that doesn't mean all of Dan's subscribers are stupid people. That doesn't mean all of, you know what I mean. I just hesitate to group people into boxes usually. So, you know, just because one person was being kind of rude doesn't mean that, you know, all the people that they're associated with are also rude. You know what I mean? So, yes, we have a fantastic community, and, you know, just like the inverse is true. Just because, like, most of us are really cool doesn't mean all of us are here on the Beancrew49 channel. So, it goes both ways, okay? So, you know, a way to avoid that is to never really group people, never put labels on people. People are just individuals, okay? And just because a person is, you know, a certain ethnicity doesn't mean they behave in a certain way. Just because a person like enjoys a certain other person's YouTube videos doesn't mean they act in a certain way. So I think we should get away from that a little bit. But another thing is, you know, they're not right for chastising you, for calling you out, but... You know, treehouse isn't the most original idea, okay? They shouldn't have said that, of course, but, you know, a treehouse is... That's why... Okay, let's get into this. This is why on Builds with Bean, when I ask you guys for ideas, I don't want you to say a treehouse, okay? Because like Dan's subscribers said, yeah, that's kind of... It's not that it's an unoriginal idea, it's just kind of one-dimensional. So when I ask for these builds with Bean, if you want me to build a treehouse, I want you to say, build a treehouse in the middle of a tsunami, or build a treehouse on the planet Jupiter, or build a treehouse inhabited by mole people. You know what I mean? Give it some character, give it some life. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. You know, just having these. Ooh, like a coat check. Coat check. Coat check. Or Lost and Found. Lost and Found / coat check. That's what we'll do here. Unless you guys got a better idea. Or, yeah, and then we'll have access to the underground bit. Oh, yeah, we're using our noggins now. This is a blessing in disguise. Okay, I thought I would just run out of room, but this is going to prove to be a good thing because it's going to give us more opportunities to hide stuff. I haven't been talking about it a lot, but on a lot of these builds, I'm doing secret areas, like on the Moe's. I didn't really tell you about Moe's now, did I? Moe's got a secret. Anyway, so yes, okay, it's not, the idea of a treehouse is not original, Sid. It's just not. And by original, I mean... There's nothing new under the sun, guys. You guys know that right by now, right? There's no idea that's new. Every idea that anyone has is basically a combination of different old ideas that they've put together. For the most part. Occasionally there's a new idea, but, you know, come on. For the most part, there's nothing new under the sun. You've all heard that expression, I'd imagine. There's nothing new under the sun, so... Take that guy's comment with a grain of salt. Don't let it get to you. I thank you, Whiscrum, for defending Sid. Whiscrum is the first person to point out logical flaws. Okay, so we could count on Whiscrum to make sure that if you're not using your logic brain, then Whiscrum's gonna you know, harp on it. He's gonna get on you, and that's good and bad. It gets him into trouble sometimes. Well, a lot of times it gets him into trouble, but I guess it's good. You always want to be on your toes, okay? Well, logically speaking, especially when you put these comments in the comment section, or anything you put on the internet is available for everyone to read for all time, or at least until electricity is gone and we're living in Mad Max scenario. But until the Mad Max scenario comes, anything you post on the internet will be seen forever, forever by everybody. Take a minute to think about that. So that's why if you put a comment in my comment section that has poor grammar, or just if you spell very, V-A-R-Y, you know who you are, then you need to reconsider, what you're doing here, because everyone sees that and it represents you. Especially if you have a YouTube channel, it just shows a poor, I don't know, man. Like I said, I love language, and whenever it's used improperly, in my mind, that shows lack of intelligence. Yeah, I kind of look down on people, and I know I shouldn't. Just because I'm good at something doesn't mean, I expect other people to be good at it too. And that's definitely a flaw of mine that I need to work on. Everyone's good at something in their own right. And you could call me a grammar Nazi. I think that's a term that gets thrown around a lot. But no, I just love language, and I love people using it correctly. And I think when you don't use it correctly, it really reflects on you, and it gives people ideas about you. It makes people judge you. And I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. I judge people. I think that's the word we're looking for. I judge people who use poor grammar. And that's not a good thing, I don't think. I wouldn't say that's a good thing. Because you should never judge people for anything. You don't know what people go through. You don't know what hardships they've endured. You don't know anything about their struggle. So when you judge somebody, you're saying, well, if you were in my position, you wouldn't be doing this. But they're not in your position, are they? Are they? They're in their own position, and a wholly unique set of circumstances led them to that position. And I guarantee you, when you judge somebody for a shortcoming of theirs, they are much better than you at something else. Much better. And they could say the same thing about you concerning that thing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Is that making sense to you? Okay, good. It better, because judgment is bad. So, yes, they shouldn't have judged you, Sid. I agree 100%. But when people judge you, it's always... Come on. Think about it, guys. They're not really judging you. They're judging themselves. Okay? I hate to get, super Freudian on you, but whenever people judge you, they're basically seeing a reflection of their shortcomings in you. Now, I want you to think about that for a second. When somebody judges you, they are seeing a problem that they have with themselves reflected in you. They're not judging you, they're judging themselves. So when someone does judge you like that, just let it go, move on. Okay, they got a problem that they need to deal with, and there's nothing you can do to help them other than to show them that their judgment doesn't affect you. That's the only thing you can really do to them. And that'll teach them that maybe that the thing inside of them that they're so ashamed of isn't that big of a deal. This looks kind of like army camo. I don't know about this green setup we got going. I wanted to make every part of the club a different 80s themed pastel color, but this green is it's not working for me. It needs to be brighter. Maybe we get rid of the dark green and replace it with more of these. I don't know. The dark green's making it seem like we're in Vietnam or something, and there's Charlie in the trees. Let's get rid of all of it and see how that looks. Oh, that's not working either. Maybe just a combination of... I like the watermelon, is what I'm trying to say. I like the watermelon a lot. Anyway, I've been rambling on here for a while, and I think it's time that we kind of wrap this up. Of course, we're not going to wrap up the rewind, because that's going to take some time. The rewind's going to be here for a little while. I have 2 more floors to do. I've got one down, but that went pretty quickly, so hopefully this rewind is gonna be up and running soon. I want to thank Sid Mosdale for his question. Yes, Sid, we got your back if it comes to it, but you know, don't let it affect you, okay? Like I said, those type of people are just mad at themselves. They're not mad at you. And remember that always, guys. Whenever you encounter someone giving you a hard time, for the most part, they're upset with themselves. They're not upset with you. Okay, so I'm going to continue this pattern of carpet all around, and then we'll work on the second floor, and we'll have some what do you call them? Offices up here, a VIP section perhaps. What else do we need up here, guys? I don't know. I'm excited to hear your ideas. Does anyone have ideas? I love ideas. Okay, why can't I find the clay? There you are. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'm done rambling on. I'm going to wrap this video up. I want to thank you guys for watching, as always. Leave your comments in the comment section. I love to read them. I don't care what they're about. They could be about anything. It could be about Minecraft or giraffes or spoons. Whatever you want to talk about in the comment section, I am open for discussion. Alright, guys. That's it from me. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.